Let's face it, setting goals can be exciting, but actually achieving them is a different story altogether. We've all been there, full of enthusiasm and motivation at the start, only to find ourselves losing steam and giving up somewhere along the line. But what if you could change that? What if you could find a way to make your goals stick, to create a system that supports your success and helps you overcome the inevitable obstacles that will arise? That's where accountability comes in, the secret sauce that can make all the difference in achieving your goals. So what is accountability exactly? It's not just about having someone to report to or a system to track your progress. It's about creating a mindset shift, a way of thinking that says, I am committed to my goals, and I will do whatever it takes to achieve them. It's about being honest with yourself and taking responsibility for your actions. When you create accountability in your goal-setting process, you're not just holding yourself to a higher standard, you're also creating a support system that will help you stay on track, even when the going gets tough. One of the biggest misconceptions about accountability is that it's somehow restrictive, that it limits your freedom and creativity. But the truth is, accountability is actually liberating. When you know that you're accountable to yourself and others, you're more likely to take risks, to try new things, and to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You're not limited by fear of failure, because you know that you have a system in place to support you, no matter what happens. So, how do you create accountability in your goal-setting process? It starts with being clear about what you want to achieve and why. What are your goals and what's driving you to achieve them? Once you have a clear sense of direction, you can start to create a plan, a roadmap that will take you from where you are now to where you want to be. And then, you need to find a way to track your progress, to hold yourself accountable for your actions. This could be as simple as keeping a journal, or as complex as creating a detailed spreadsheet. But accountability isn't just about systems and processes. It's also about people. Who are the people in your life who support and encourage you, and who are the ones who hold you back? When you surround yourself with positive, uplifting people, you're more likely to stay motivated and focused on your goals. And when you have someone to report to, someone who will hold you accountable for your actions, you're more likely to take your goals seriously and to make progress towards achieving them. I want to share a personal story with you about a time when I struggled to create accountability in my own goal-setting process. I had a big goal, something that I had been wanting to achieve for years, but I just couldn't seem to make progress. I would start out strong, but then I would lose momentum and eventually give up. It wasn't until I found an accountability partner, someone who would check in with me regularly and hold me accountable for my actions, that I was finally able to achieve my goal. It was a game changer, and it taught me the importance of having a support system in place. Another key aspect of accountability is self-compassion. When you're working towards a goal, it's easy to get caught up in self-criticism, to beat yourself up over mistakes and setbacks. But this is exactly the opposite of what you need to be doing. Instead of criticizing yourself, you need to be kind and compassionate, to acknowledge your mistakes and learn from them. When you treat yourself with kindness and respect, you're more likely to stay motivated and focused on your goals, even when things get tough. So, how do you create a culture of accountability in your life? It starts with being intentional about the people you surround yourself with and the systems you put in place to support your goals. It's about being clear about what you want to achieve and why, and then creating a plan to make it happen. And it's about being kind and compassionate with yourself, even when things don't go as planned. When you create a culture of accountability, you're not just achieving your goals, you're also becoming a better version of yourself. I want to leave you with a challenge today. What's one area of your life where you're struggling to create accountability? Is it your fitness goals, your career goals, or something else entirely? Whatever it is, I want to encourage you to take action, to create a system that supports your success and helps you achieve your goals. You got this, and I believe in you. Accountability is not a one-time thing, it's an ongoing process. It's about continually checking in with yourself and others to make sure you're on track and making progress towards your goals. It's about being honest and transparent and taking responsibility for your actions. When you make accountability a habit, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve and how far you can go. In conclusion, accountability is the secret sauce that can make all the difference in achieving your goals. It's not just about having someone to report to or a system to track your progress. It's about creating a mindset shift, a way of thinking that says, I am committed to my goals, and I will do whatever it takes to achieve them. So, I want to leave you with a question. What's the one thing you can do today to create more accountability in your life? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Becoming for weekly videos on mindset, resilience, and becoming who you were always meant to be. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love to hear from you and continue the conversation. Use the keyword accountability in your comment so I can track the conversation and respond to your questions.